Cześć. Can you say cześć? That's how you say hello in Polish. Welcome to Patrika's Little Star Cafe. Facts that are fast, fun, and keep you happy. Today is Monday, October 12th, 2020, and here are today's matters for chatter. Number 1, although everyone has their ears plugged into Donald Trump and Joe Biden for the U.S. elections, did you know that they aren't the only ones running for U.S. president in 2020? Sure, there are about 1,200 other candidates that are running, but we don't hear all about them because they aren't spending the $1 billion to be heard. Sad, the $1 billion can well be used for a better purpose. And although these 1,200 other independent candidates aren't from either of the two main political parties, Democrat or Republican, they still do qualify to contest, as they have to meet just a few qualifications. They have to be 35 years of age or above, a U.S.-born citizen, and living here for at least 14 years. Good idea to look into these candidates too, as when U.S. President Donald Trump had coronavirus, he was given a drug by the company Regeneron. He just decided to promote a medicine that wasn't even approved yet. We can't run a country on his mood. Number 2, did you know a teacher in Hong Kong lost her job because she was teaching her students that Hong Kong should be an independent territory? Well, that sounds absurd for sure. Anyone is allowed freedom of speech, but not much in China, which controls Hong Kong. But if we stop and look at it from China's perspective, would it be allowed for people to preach the idea of an independent Kashmir in India too? Or an independent Hawaii in the US? Or an independent Bali in Indonesia? Number 3, one of the worst hit industries by the coronavirus pandemic is the aviation industry, or airplanes. The fear of getting the disease and risks involved with being on a compact airplane with hundreds of other passengers while traveling by air was also shut down for months in the lockdown period. The only hope for air travel was a quick and effective way that could allow people to be tested instantly for the virus, and this is being made possible by dogs. Yes, you heard right. Researchers in Poland found that sniffer dogs can detect the coronavirus within 10 seconds and with nearly 100% accuracy. This was a huge revelation, and now these dogs are deployed at one airport, which if found successful will heavily cut down the cost and time for testing and diagnosing. Good luck to the flying industry. And now for today's Mega Matter. Do you know how much garbage and waste is produced every year due to clothes we wear? Not only is a lot of waste and pollution produced in making and manufacturing of the clothes in factories, but also when we get bored of our clothes and decide to throw them away, it takes them years and years to decompose. For all those years, these discarded clothes result in increasing our garbage footprint on the earth. To battle this problem and contribute in their footprint for the same, the fast fashion brand H&M has come up with a machine that will let people convert their old clothes into new ones within hours. This machine will shred old clothes into fibers and be able to convert it into a sweater, a blanket, or a scarf. This is a good example of how smart use of technology is what can turn us into sustainable living. Plus, these items can be donated to people who need them in the winter time. Today's word of the day is revelation. That's something that you just realized. And finally, for today's quote of the day, don't live the same day over and over again and call that life. Life is about evolving mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. That's a quote by Germany, Kent. Thank you for listening, and do send us your questions and comments via WhatsApp, or you can email us at diptyanti@gmail.com. Take care. Lots of love, Dipti Auntie. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Do you know how loved you are?